morning, everyone. Yeah, the VG is finally back. Wow. And I'm also back. I was out last summer. So, hope you guys had a great summer. Now we're gonna go have some fun. We're gonna play a whole season together. It's gonna be amazing. And welcome back to everyone who's back in the VG. So today we're gonna do the predictions, my predictions, and so let's get going with the toughest division in the whole league, in my opinion. It's the Metropolitan in the East. So let's go. The first team in my mind is gonna be Washington. How can you not pick Washington? I mean, they have PTP, who's probably one of the best centers in the game. Other than the fact that his connection always sucks. Maybe he's from the West, but I know that when I play against that guy, I'm always lagging. That's okay, he's still very skilled. And then you add to that Ali. Ali's who's a previous champ. He was champion of the 12th season with Philadelphia, if I remember correctly. And yeah, they have so many good players. Let me just get my little notes here. And yeah, exactly this. So who else do they have on this team? Let me take a quick look. They're gonna be amazing. Oh, my computer is lagging a little bit. Won't be long, guys. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. So yeah, they have Easton 17. They have OG Patsy, who's another good player. And well, they have no chance, which it should be good enough to go for them, because they have a complete team and they have a great system. So yeah, Washington is going to be the president winner in my opinion. Definitely the toughest competition in the VG League. Number 2. Now this is where the fun starts, because number 2, 3, and 4 could all be changed in my mind. I know those teams quite well, because many of those 3 teams have many vets, and I think that they have all good teams. So, but let's go with shot in the dark. Well, it's not really a shot in the dark, so I'm gonna pick Carolina for the number 2 spots in the toughest division of the whole league. Why Carolina? Because I played with them in the scrimmage, and I thought that they played very good against us, even if we didn't add our prime lineup. Not really an excuse, but credit to them, they played us very well. And yeah, I think they have what it takes to be second in the Metropolitan. Number 3 is in my mind one of the toughest clubs to play against, because they have such a good defensive system. It's gonna be the Rangers. The Rangers play the trap, the 1-4 trap, so if you don't know how to beat it, and I don't think that many teams in the league know how to beat that system, well, you'll have problems to score goals against that team. They will win a lot of games, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, close games. They don't have a huge attack, but when you don't allow lots of goals, you don't need to score a lot of goals, logically, right? So just because of the system, and not many know how to play against that very frustrating system, I'll give them the 3rd spot. Also, they have God is Nowhere, one of the best right Ds. They have Knights 29, who's a decent player, and they have Carson, who's another good player, who's a very good strategist in my mind. So yeah, they're gonna be a solid 3rd. Could be easily number 2 also. or number 4, because it's all so tight. Number 4, in my mind, are gonna be the Devils. Get my little stamp here. There you go. So the Devils, yeah, the Devils. Who's on that team? You have Jew of Canada. You have Until the Strike. You have Vito Corleone, and you have Mesmerize, who are all known players in the league. The other players I don't know that much, but those 4 I know pretty well. You always have the same type of crew together and kind of know what kind of team you're gonna get. You always have the team that's gonna be in the middle pack for the playoff. They're gonna probably gonna make the playoffs, because I think that 2 wild spots are gonna be taken by the Metropolitan in the East. So because it's the best division. And I think that New Jersey can surprise. It can be number 3. I think that the cap for New Jersey is gonna be like number 3. But in my mind, they're gonna finish number 4. Number 5 here, I have Columbus. So Columbus, yeah, they have many good players that I know. They have JTX, they have Bones, they have Gil, who's the right wing. They have Kadri, who was a center. I'm not sure if he's gonna play center this year, but he used to be a very good center while I was playing last year. Who else? They have Stiadon Div, solid defenseman. They have Connect KFTC, who's another good player. This team could surprise. I would not be surprised if they finish in the 3 spot. This is all gonna be tight. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I try to go down the list, I'm even more hesitant, because the 6th team in the Metropolitan Division is gonna be, in my mind, Pittsburgh. This is not bashing on Pittsburgh. It's just that it's gonna be so tight. Pittsburgh, I have PNC Park. I'm not sure how available he's gonna be, but when he plays, he's a solid goalie. Then after that, you have Too Slick, who's a decent right winger, or whatever position he wants to play. Then after that, you have Soccer Player, probably one of the best left defense in the game. They paid a hell ton of money to get him, so I hope that he delivers for them. If the whole team clicks, this team could easily surprise again. Again, this is a very hard division to predict, because lots of vets, lots of great players. It's not their first year. If you play in the Metropolits, you can have tough competition. Then after that, it's kind of weird, because when I look at this division, it's so good. Like, how can I say that Big N is gonna finish 7th? Well, might be the drugs. I don't do drugs, but damn, that's a tough division. I don't know, but Big N, can he support the whole team? They have Reeps, they have Burn, they have Elendil. Those players I don't know that much, but I know Jan and I know what he can do. He's definitely one of the top forwards in the game. Is it gonna be enough to make the playoff? It's gonna be tight. I don't think so, but it's just because I don't know the other players, so I have to put them in that spot for now. Could easily be wrong on that one, of course. Now, what else do we have? The last place in the Metropolitan, it's gonna be the Islanders. Yeah, the Isle are gonna struggle in that division. It's like a fish in a pool of sharks. I don't know many of the players again, sorry. Trevor Van, He's the owner. I know that Shiz Nasty is a very good center. That's about it. And they have Ryan, that was a good draft choice in my mind. But it's not enough to compete in such a FT division. If they were in the Atlantic, it would be different. But in the Metropolitan, good luck. So that was the Metropolitan, guys. Let's move down to the Atlantic. The Atlantic, well, of course, number one, I have to put the champs. The champs! Detroit, of course. So, Detroit, they have a good team. They always are a good team in the VG. Greek guy always is a top player. So, I don't see why it would change. They also have Lindell, 94. Very good right wing. They have Ritz. And they have Burst Night All. Those are the players that I kind of know. I didn't play last season, so I didn't play them. But I know that they are very good because they won the cup. And they beat a very good club in the finals, which was Vancouver. So I have to give them top spot in the Atlantic division. And probably number 2 or 3 in the whole conference. Who else do we have? We have, yeah, Toronto. Toronto's always strong too. Always a good team. Rich knows how to be a vet in the league. He's been managing a club for God knows how many years, but he's a vet. And he always gets good clubs. And he has also a top player with him, Vigoridge. Sorry about that. Vigoridge is very good. Like, he plays all positions near perfection. Very good player. They have Sabres, who's an offensive defenseman, and they have Sobo. Very good players. Yeah, it's top heavy. That division is top heavy. You have a few good teams, and then after that it goes down very fast. But just because I don't know the players. So number 3 here in the Atlantic. This is tough. Like, I have to give it to Florida. So Florida, you get my little tag here. So Florida, you're right here. All right. I'm gonna lower the sound a little bit. Sorry about that. The sound, here you go. Should be better. So Florida is a good club. I don't know how good they are on the left wing though. I know that Skills is a good player, but I also know that he's not very available. I know that he's available for like 2 games a week. I know that because I bid on him. And yeah, so they took him. He's a good left wing, but the availability is not that good. I know You Want to Be Me is always a strong player. Rammer is very good also. They have Prodigy 2 Legend. I know a little bit. I know the name. I don't know how good he is. But that seems like a good little team. You have you have Carver, who they re-signed, who's a very good goalie. So yeah, I think that they're gonna finish 3rd, and of course they're gonna make the playoffs. So yeah. Then after that, it's gonna be my choice. Tampa. This is where I'm stepping out of line because I don't know the players that much. So I've read the articles. I've talked to a few, and Tampa Bay should be around in that spot with Red Concept and Do Ferraris 2000. Let's see what they say here and here in the little article, because I'm in the dark about that team. This is what happens when you miss a year. So yeah, they have Morage, they have GC Falcon. GC Falcon cost a ton, but he's a good player. Morage also. Yeah, I see them missing the playoffs still, because both wild spots are gonna be taken by the Metropolitan. Boston is the next one. So Boston is gonna be number 5. Good old vet again. He always has a middle of the pack club there. Sometimes he makes the playoffs, sometimes he misses the playoffs. So he could surprise, of course, because he's a vet. I'm talking, of course, about Beantown. Beattown. His key acquisitions in the off seasons were Wigs 67, Brush Boy, Some Kind of Fate, and Wills. Yeah, those are the players that I kind of know. And yeah, I see them right there in the middle of the pack. They might miss the playoff by a few points, logically, but they're not gonna be last. They're not gonna be first. They're gonna be right there in the middle. That sweet middle that is so tough to get away from. Then after that we have my good buddy, the Waffle Master. I love his name. And yeah, Ottawa has Waffle Master, Shinesty, who's another fellow Quebecer. He's a decent winger. Last time I played against him, he's okay. Sloaner was a good offensive defenseman. Scoop on defense. They have a decent defensive core. That's why they could surprise. When you have good defense, you can always surprise. Kush he was their the second overall choice, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure if he's gonna want to play for them. Let's see how they manage that. I know that Kush can be troublesome from the repetition I got around the league. So let's see if he plays for them. If he's playing and if he's a good guy, I'm sorry, Kush. I just had people telling me that about the rep. So yeah, but he's a good player in the he was a good player in the VGHL. Let's see if his game translates to the NHL. And let's hope so for Ottawa. Let's hope that they do better than the 6 in the Atlantic. So number 7, Montreal. Good old Canadiens, les Canadiens de Montréal. Yes. So let's see that team here. Patrick's on fire, Deafman 902, Hockey Fanatic, they call me Rev, Trick, and Trick 21. Again, that's because I don't know them. I don't know many of those players. I know Patrick's on fire, I know Deafman, and that's about it. So yeah. And the last team of the league, I think it's gonna be Buffalo. Basically, a lot of AHLers in that team, and when that happens, not good things happen. Like, it might be a long season. You have Captain Clutch, who's a good player, but after that it drops very quickly. No, you have Rhino. Rhino is a good player, so let's hope that the others are good, because I don't know them that much. I don't know Dark Sparks. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend, but I don't know you yet. I wish you the best though. Rhino is a good player. Rhino is a good all-around player, and he can kind of carry a team, but all by himself, oof, that's gonna be tough. It might be a very long season in Buffalo. Now we are in the West, which is my conference. I know that conference a little bit better. So let's start with the Pacific here. So let's start with the West champions for the last 2 seasons. The Canucks. The Canucks are gonna finish number 1 in the Central. In the Pacific. my bad. I just screwed up a little bit, but it's okay. So they're gonna finish number 1 in the Pacific. And yeah, so why are they gonna finish first? Well, they have Snake, who's a very good defenseman. They have Tarasenko, one of the best wingers in the league, very complete, has great vision, has a lethal shot, knows when to shoot, knows when to pass. I love the way he plays. Scarsola, another complete player who can play many positions. I'm thinking that he's gonna play defense, but he can play offense just as well. And IP, wow, what such a good lineup! Definitely gonna be a top team in the West in the end of the season. And who knows? Probably they're gonna make the finals 3 seasons in a row. But I know that my team is gonna try to stop that streak. And anyway, so the second team in the Pacific is gonna be the Coyotes, the Arizona Coyotes. Again, this team is all about, can they keep drama on the side? In the past, like, they had drama. I know that Carmel had an accident. I'm glad that you're back, by the way. He's a good friend of mine and I respect him and I wish him the best. I think that they're gonna finish second because Roy is a very complete player, and I'm sure that Roy knew tons of guys who had like second accounts, so I'm sure that they got a killer squad that I don't know that much. I know that they have Dumb Squad, that Twiggle at center that they paid a rich price to acquire them, but he's good. Alex Drum, I don't know why he went so cheap, but he used to be very expensive. I think he was 7 millions in the past, and now he's only 500k. Might be a steal, might be because he was not available. We don't know, but if he's that good, it's gonna be a great steal for them. So I see them finishing second behind the conference champions. The number 3 is gonna be LA. LA, why? Because I don't know the rest of that division very well, other than actually, you know what? I'm gonna change art right now. I'm not gonna put LA number 3. I'm gonna put them number 4. Yeah, I'm gonna put them number 4. I'm changing my ranks on the go. So I'm gonna put them number 4, and who do I see third? Who do I see third? That's fun. So let's see. Let's talk about it a little bit. So they have Philly Fan Redemption, Yoshi Swagger, who had a great season last season. They built to the draft, and that's why I don't want to give them that third spot. That Philly Fan auto-proclaimed to himself. So I think I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put Vegas. I'm gonna put Vegas number 3. Yeah, so live change of mine. I made my notes and I just decided to change it as soon as I thought about my stuff. So Vegas are gonna finish number 3. Vegas, why? Because Shai can adjust very quickly. Like, if he sees something that doesn't work well for his club, he's not afraid to make a good trade, and he knows the league inside out. He knows all the players, he knows all the troublemaker. Maybe it's because he's kind of a troublemaker himself, even though I love him. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put Vegas third. I'm not gonna change my mind again. All right. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, okay. LA is gonna be number 4. LA is gonna be number 4. Yeah, with the Philly Fan Redemption. Yoshi, I already told you that. I don't know many of those guys, but yeah, let's see how they do. Number 4 is a good spot for LA, I think. Then after that is gonna be Calgary. Who's on Calgary here? Let's see, I have, who do I know? You have Vibes, who's the new owner from VGHL. You have Bumbaclack, Lost Coat, Kingpin, a Convict, Full Throttle. Full Throttle is a very good defenseman actually. And Sabres. Sabres 2019. That can be a good team. I think that Calgary could skip ahead of LA. I think they could finish 4 or 5, but I'm gonna put it at 5 right now, just because I don't know that many players from that club. I'm sorry about that. So number 6 are gonna struggle a little bit. It's gonna be the Ducks. The Ducks. So basically, the Ducks, they have Spencer, Siyuki, Atrial. Atrial is a very good right D. He's a very offensive. He's an offensively oriented defenseman. He's a good puck mover, and he's quite slippery in his zone. So yeah, he's a good defenseman. So he's gonna help a lot. They have Hydro, who's a very good goalie. He won the Vizina last season, so they have good goalie, and they have at least one good defenseman. I'm sure that the other one, I'm sure that the lefty is very good. I just don't know him. But yeah, that could be I'm having trouble right now. I think I'm gonna put them 5 instead of 6. Oh my god, sorry. Okay, this is tough. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, but don't be surprised if the Ducks finish ahead of Calgary next season. Yeah, but for now, just because I don't know them that much, I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, I'm confident. This is my choice. Then after that, we have San Jose, who's a club that I don't know many people again. I don't know many of the new players. They have G-Seb 85. McDavid was number 11 overall in the draft pick. The only player that I know very well is Yoko, who's a good left defenseman who went to a crazy price, 9 million for Yoko. That was expensive. He's a good defenseman. 9 million worth? Hard to say. Let's hope that Yoko gets to carry that team, or else it's going to be a long season in San Jose. And the 8th place, last place of the Pacific, you guessed it, Edmonton. The Nightmen, I don't know many of those players. Chino Snipe was a good player in the AHL, but AHL doesn't mean nothing to the NHL. It's not even close. Let's hope that they prove me wrong. Let's hope that they have a team to compete, but I would be surprised. Sorry, Edmonton. Now, the Central, my division. So I have to say, my team, the Avalanche, Arctic's team, the Avalanche, are gonna finish number 1 in the Central. We have a few laps to correct. Chemistry is gonna take a while. I think that we have a good defensive core. We have good goalies. So the back end is very strong, and we have probably one of the best forwards of the game. And Ninja, I hope that he's one of the best, because we paid a lot for him. We paid 11 mil. So yeah, we just threw our salary cap on him, and let's hope that it pays off. He has a lot to fill. Guy is or Mark is a very good center for the price. I think he's a steal. We have the left wing. We have Chaos. We have Glove, who's a good left wing, but I'm sure that we can improve a little bit on one of those positions. So number 2, it's gonna be the Jets. Very good club again. I know that club very well because I played one season with them. I was with them in season 12 when they were Minnesota. And I played with Matt, Insane, Hellfire, and Mab, who are a very good trio of forwards. Probably one of the best ones in the league. Matt Kino won the art. He's one of the best right wingers of the game. Insane's an amazing center. It was very good both ways of the ice. I love how he plays. And then after that you have Mab, who's very slippery. You won't catch him. You won't hit him when he gets the puck because he does quick turns and he loves to score goals and he's good at it. The only thing I'm afraid of is, can this team adapt to the new style of NHL 18? I'm not sure. It's gonna take a while to see, but let's see. But they're still gonna be a very good club. They're gonna be a top in the West for sure. If they're not gonna be number one, they're gonna be number two. I know that Entry's a very good defenseman. I know that Ross can play defense too, and he's decent. He's decent, and yeah, they have a strong core. The goaltending is, I'm not sure. San Jose, I don't know him very well. Apparently, he's very good. I hope so for him. I hope so for them. Good luck, Winnipeg. It's a team that I respect, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy to play against you guys many times this year because we're in the same division. So number 3, it's gonna be Minnesota. Minnesota can easily drop. Right now I'm gonna put them number 3, but I'm sure it could change. I think I'm gonna put, I'm not sure. It's gonna be either this or St. Louis. You know what? I'm gonna make a life change again. I'm gonna put St. Louis number 3. Yeah, St. Louis, for some reasons, they always seem to be that team that surprise. No matter who's the owner, St. Louis will surprise. I think they have a superstar in Run Like Hell, very good right wing, and she can score a lot of goals. Yeah, and she's great on the forecheck. Let's see if she can adapt to the system of St. Louis. If she does, it's gonna be a good team. So let's see in St. Louis who we have here. We have Jack Bauer, we have Servant Spike, Run Like Hell, and Boris Salming. So does Boris gonna play? Not sure. I know he used to not play a lot during this season. He's a good defenseman though. He's solid. He has won two cups for sure. And yeah, he knows what it takes to win cups. So just because of that, yeah, I'm gonna put them number 3. And then after that, it's gonna be Minnesota. So Minnesota dropped number 4 in the division. So I think this division is very good at the number 1, 2, 3, and then after that it goes down real quick. Then after that, so let's talk about Minnesota a little bit. You have Ed Case, you have Datsuk, who was the number 1 overall choice in the draft pick. Let's see if he's that good. They have a great goaltender, Fal Caliber, who's very solid. He used to be solid in NHL 17. Let's see how the game translates for him in NHL 18. A very good goalie. Yeah, they have a shot to make the playoffs for sure. When I look at that, who else do we have that I know? They have Brodeur, who's a strong defenseman, and they have Devin Daggs. I don't know him, but apparently he's decent. So yeah, Minnesota number 4 seems right to me. I changed my mind. I was gonna put them 3. Then after that, I recheck St. Louis, and yeah. So number 3 St. Louis, number 4 Minnesota. Who's number 5 now? Number 5 is gonna be Nashville. Just because I don't know them that much. I could be so wrong with so many teams because I don't know the new guys. So Who's in Nashville? You have a real team man, great player. Yeah, then after that you have AHL players that were very good. Jay Barnett. You have also Reaper. You have Champ and Poopin since 1995. I like that name. It's funny. Yeah, those are core of AHLers that could surprise because I'm sure that they were great players in the AHL. Let's see if they can adapt to the caliber of the NHL. It's two completely different leagues. Like the caliber is so big. Sometimes an NHL star won't do well in the NHL. That's why I'm a little bit reserved about Nashville. Doesn't mean that they are not good. Just mean that I'm reserved about that. So I'll put them at the 5. I have the 5th spot right now. Then after that you have Dallas. Dallas who are gonna struggle. Even though I absolutely like their owner. Their owner is a very good guy. He was the captain of Oriole Rules last season. And yeah, the guy doesn't quit. And I have to give him that. The guy doesn't quit. And he's a good guy. I talked to him a few times. A very pleasant guy. I'm sure that this crew are going to have lots of fun. I hope that they're going to have lots of fun because I think it's going to be a long year for them. So if they can have fun, that's what matters. They have Gergs. Gergs, they won in the free agency. I know that because we wanted Gergs also, but we didn't want to pay the salary that he went for. And after that, you have Brewery 10. You have who was their draft pick. I don't know him at all. I hope that he's good. And then after that, you have Team Run, which many say that was probably one of the worst player for the salary cap. Like 6 million is very, very expensive for that kind of player. A player that didn't play a lot last season, so that he plays because he's getting paid a lot. I'm sure that you could get another kind of player for that type of salary, but it's his choice. I'm not running his team, and I wish him the best of luck. So who's gonna be the 7th team? Well, of course, by processes of elimination, Chicago. You have Cam. Oh, let me put that little logo there. Alright. So you have Cam Friesen the Ninja 1. They'll try to improve on their last season. That was pretty bad, 23 wins. But hey, kudos to them that goes through the whole season. And don't quit. I admire that. It's tough. They also have String King 666, No Blood 777, Spot the Scrub. They acquired from the conference champion McClub from Vancouver last year, so he's probably going to be a solid player for them with a winning mentality that can sometimes help a lot. So basically, yeah, those are my predictions for all the divisions. Now, who are gonna make the playoffs and who are gonna miss the playoffs? Well, like I said, the Metropolitan in the East. So let me do this here. I'll do this. So the Caps, Carolina, New York, New Jersey, and Columbus should make the playoffs. Then after that you have Detroit, Toronto, and the last spot gonna be Florida. So those are your teams that are gonna make the playoffs in the East. Now in the West, You have Colorado, Winnipeg, St. Louis. I think that the Central is a little bit weak. I think the whole West is actually I think that the West is the weakest conference. Then after that, of course, Vancouver, Phoenix. If there's no problems and drama, Vegas should make the playoffs. Then after that, it's gonna be like, wow, tough. Really tough, guys. Who's gonna steal? Do I just go 4-4? Damn. I guess I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the teams that are gonna make the playoffs in the West. And this is the teams that are gonna make the playoffs in the East. Those are my predictions, guys. I wish you a great season and see you again very soon.